Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. Today, we're diving into something that affects almost everyone, but very few people ever realize it. If you've ever felt like your happiness is slowly slipping away without any obvious reason, stick around, because in this video, we're going to uncover 15 subtle habits that quietly sabotage your joy, peace, and overall well-being. The worst part? Most people think these habits are normal or even helpful. Let's break the illusion. Habit number 1. Constantly checking your phone. Let's start with the silent killer of focus and presence, your phone. We live in a world addicted to dopamine hits. Every notification, scroll, or message gives you a tiny burst of stimulation. But here's the catch. Over time, this rewires your brain to crave constant input, making it impossible to sit still or enjoy the moment. Studies show that excessive phone use is linked to anxiety, sleep issues, and reduced life satisfaction. Happiness doesn't live in your screen. It lives in the now. Habit number 2. Comparing yourself to others. This one creeps in like a shadow. You're doing fine until you see someone else who seems to be doing better. Social media makes it worse. Endless highlight reels that make your life feel boring by comparison. But here's a truth bomb. Comparison is a thief dressed as motivation. It steals your gratitude, poisons your peace, and tricks you into chasing someone else's version of success. Your only real competition? The person you were yesterday. Habit number 3. Saying yes when you mean no. Every time you agree to something just to avoid conflict or please others, you diminish your authenticity. It seems harmless. Doing favors, going to events, staying quiet. But over time, you build resentment. You feel drained. You lose your identity in the process of being liked. True happiness comes from alignment, not approval. If it's not a hell yes, it's probably a no. Habit number 4. Overanalyzing everything. Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head 100 times, wondering if you said the wrong thing? That's not introspection. That's mental self-harm. Overthinking traps you in imaginary scenarios that rob you of inner peace. Psychologists call this rumination, and it's linked to anxiety and depression. The antidote? Trust. Trust yourself. Trust that not everything needs to be solved. Let some thoughts pass like clouds. Habit number 5. Waiting for the right time. This one is sneaky because it feels responsible. You'll start that business once you're ready. You'll take that trip when the timing is perfect. But here's the truth. The right time is an illusion. Waiting too long creates regret, which psychologists say is one of the most powerful killers of happiness later in life. Don't wait to live. Habit number 6. Holding on to grudges. You may think that holding on to anger protects you from being hurt again, but in reality, it keeps the wound open. Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about freeing you. Neuroscience research shows that forgiveness reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and increases life satisfaction. Letting go is a gift you give yourself. Habit number 7. Multitasking all the time. You might feel more productive when multitasking, but your brain doesn't agree. When you split your focus, you perform each task worse and enjoy none of them. Plus, multitasking raises cortisol, your stress hormone. Happiness is often found in flow, the state of being fully absorbed in one thing. Choose presence over productivity. Habit number 8. Neglecting sleep. This seems obvious, but it's deeper than you think. Sleep isn't just rest, it's emotional processing. During REM sleep, your brain literally cleans itself and organizes emotional memories. Skipping quality sleep affects your mood, judgment, and even your empathy. Want to be happier? Start by respecting your pillow. Habit number 9. Surrounding yourself with negative people. Energy is contagious. You absorb the moods and mindsets of the people around you. If your circle is full of complainers, victims, or constant pessimists, your brain adapts to their worldview. Surround yourself with people who energize you, not drain you. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need boundaries. Habit number 10. Avoiding discomfort at all costs. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Chasing comfort is one of the fastest ways to become unhappy. When you avoid pain, challenge, or hard conversations, you also avoid growth. And without growth, happiness turns into stagnation. Step into discomfort. It's where your next level lives. Habit number 11. Focusing only on big goals. We're told to dream big, and that's great. But if you only chase huge milestones, you miss the micro moments that make life meaningful. Psychology calls this the arrival fallacy, believing you'll be happy once you get there. But when you get there, you're still you. Happiness isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. Celebrate the little wins. Habit number 12. Talking to yourself like an enemy. Would you speak to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? Many people don't even notice how cruel their inner voice is. You're not good enough. You always mess up. Your inner dialogue shapes your emotional reality. Shift from self-judgment to self-coaching. It's not about being delusional. It's about being on your own side. Habit number 13. Ignoring nature. Sounds simple, right? But our modern lifestyle keeps us indoors, disconnected from something our brain needs. Spending time in nature reduces stress, improves focus, and increases feelings of awe, all of which directly boost happiness and gratitude. You don't need a mountain hike. Even a walk in the park can reset your mental state. Habit number 14. Living without intention. When you drift through life without a sense of purpose, even good things feel hollow. Intentional living means asking, why am I doing this? Does it align with my values? People who live intentionally report higher levels of happiness. Not because life is easier, but because it's meaningful. Habit number 15. Seeking external validation. This is the root of so many subtle habits. When your sense of worth is tied to praise, likes, or compliments, you're on an emotional roller coaster. True happiness comes from internal validation, knowing who you are, even when no one's clapping. Paradoxically, when you stop needing validation, people respect you more. Why? Because confidence that comes from within can't be faked. Here's the truth. Happiness is rarely stolen by dramatic events. It's quietly eroded by tiny habits, repeated daily, that go unnoticed. But once you see them, you gain the power to take your peace back. Which of these habits have you struggled with? Did any of them surprise you? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your reflections. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.